Are you guys wasting hours editing a single video in CapCut but still not getting a professional finish? Meanwhile, I am here creating crazy effects and animations inside CapCut. So if you are curious to know how I create these cool effects inside CapCut, then I am gonna show you top 10 best effects and animations that will completely change your perspective on CapCut. So my name is Anmol. Yeah, Anmol type. And if you are new in this channel, then hit the subscribe and also follow me on Instagram after completing this video. So let's jump on the first effect, which is text behind the subject. So guys, if you don't know how to place text behind the subject, then definitely I'm gonna show you how to do this. So what you need to do is simply open your CapCut, then drag and drop the layer in the timeline. Then go to the text and drop the text in the timeline and increase its size. And you can type any text here and simply select any fonts like this. Then go to the timeline and duplicate the first layer by holding Alt and cursor in your keyboard. Then go to the remove background and select auto removal. And as you can see here, our text got behind the person because I just removed the background of the first layer. Then simply click on the text layer and increase the size little bit. Then again duplicate the text layer by holding Alt and cursor in your keyboard. Then go little ahead in the timeline and click to the first text layer and trim it like this. And then click on the second text layer and delete right text like this by clicking Q in your keyboard. Then simply go backward in the timeline and add a keyframe here. Then go ahead in the timeline and add a second keyframe here. Then go backward in the timeline and increase the scale of the text like this. And here you can see your text behind person look like this. And to make it perfect, just click on the first text and right click on the second keyframe. Click on the show all preset and add here cubic out. Then go to the animation and select here fade out. So your text look like this. Here you can see. And you can customize it accordingly. Like I'm just customizing according to me. And here is your text behind person effect is ready. So your this effect is completed. And I just forgot to tell you that keep practicing while watching these videos and maximize your learnings. So let's dive on the second effect, which is floating effect. So most probably you have seen these kind of floating effect while scrolling, and lot of people was asking me that how I'm making this kind of floating effect in my edits. So I'm gonna tell you two ways to do this kind of floating effect in your CapCut. And here is the first way. So jump on the CapCut and simply drop the layer in the timeline and go to the effect panel. Simply search here play pendulum and simply drop this play pendulum effect in timeline and increase the length and go over the effect details and reduce the twist by 0 and do same with the sharpen. And here you can see your circle is wavering on the side. To fix it, simply click on the effect and go over the effect details and reduce the twist by 0 and do same with the sharpen. And we can adjust strength and speed accordingly like this. And here you can see your smooth floating effect is ready. And we can also make this floating effect by simply using keyframes. Simply adjust your object like this, add a keyframe on transform, then go ahead in the timeline, add second keyframe and change the position like this. And copy the first keyframe by simply clicking Ctrl+C in your keyboard. And then go ahead in the timeline like this and paste the keyframe by holding Ctrl and V in your keyboard. So here you can see it seems fast. To make it smoother, simply click on the layer and adjust it accordingly like this. And click on the center keyframe and choose ease out. And click on the last keyframe and choose ease in. And simply adjust it accordingly. And then again copy second keyframe by holding Ctrl+C in your keyboard. And move forward in the timeline and paste over here. And here you can see your constant floating effect. And if you want to play it longer, then simply copy the last two keyframes like this and paste like this. And here you can see your constant floating effect is ready. And here we get to jump on the next effect, which is color text gradient effect. So if you are making these kind of ad copies, then this text effect is very useful for you. So let me show you how you can create these kind of text gradient effect in CapCut. So to make text gradient effect in CapCut, what you need to do is simply go over the text and drop the text in the timeline. And here you can write any text like this. Then you can choose here any font and go to the animation and select slide up and increase the duration like this. Then go over the timeline and duplicate the text like this and change the color of the text. Then make it compound clip and go to the video, go to the mask and select here add mask. Select the split mask and increase the feather little bit and you can adjust it accordingly like this. And here you can see your 2 text color gradient effect is ready, and you can also make it 3 text gradient effect. Let me show you how. Simply go over the timeline and duplicate the second layer by holding Alt and cursor in your keyboard. Then double click on the compound clip and select the text. Change the color of the text like this. And after choosing color, go back over the compound clip, and here you can see your blue color gradient. But we need to make it 3 color text effect. So simply click on the video, go to the mask, and simply click here reverse or inverted mask like this, and you can adjust it accordingly like this. And here is your 3 color text gradient effect is ready. So let's dive on the next effect. So to make cinematic text effect, just drop the text in the timeline, and you can write any text here like this, because we are going to make it as a background, and increase the size of the text like this, and simply change the color to black, and then drop the second text in the timeline, and you can write any text here like this, and go to the color and select the green color. Then go to the transform and add a keyframe at starting, and go little ahead in the timeline. I'm just increasing the length of the layer. Then go little ahead in the timeline, then add second keyframe on the transform, and go back on the first keyframe and select the first keyframe and increase the size of text like this. Go to the scale and make it 9000. And you can see here our animation something look like this, but it's little slow. So simply adjust the keyframe like this, and go to the first keyframe and copy the first keyframe by simply pressing Ctrl+C in your keyboard, and go little ahead in the timeline and paste it here. So your text looks something like this. And select both texts and make it compound clip, and drop your video on the timeline. Then select the compound clip, click on the video, select remove background and select chroma key. Then simply select the green color through color picker and adjust it accordingly like this. Go to the adjust, select HSL and select green color here, and reduce the color saturation to -100 like this, and your cinematic text look like this. And to make it perfect, simply click on the second layer and trim it like this, and then again select the layer, go to the animation, go to the out and add here fade out like this, and go to the in, add here fade in and adjust the duration like this. So here you can see your cinematic effect is ready, and let's dive on the next effect. I'm sure you must have seen this type of videos in which only single color is highlighted. So let me tell you how you can create this kind of color isolation effect in CapCut. Simply drag and drop the layer in the timeline, then go to adjust, select the HSL and click on the first color and reduce the saturation of all colors like this. And increase the saturation of the color that you wanted to highlight. So your video something look like this. So your color isolation effect is completed, and let's jump on the next effect, which is moving border effect. So if you are an editor and want to create something crazy in your client videos, then definitely you can try this effect. So let me show you how can you do this in CapCut. So let me tell you how you can create this kind of smooth moving border effect in CapCut. Simply drop the white background in the timeline and go to the video and decrease the size like this. Then go to the mask, select here add mask and choose the rectangle mask and adjust it like this. Then go to the round corners and increase the value like this. This is perfect. Then simply go over the timeline and make it compound clip. Then again click on the mask, click here add mask and adjust it according to the white background. Then go here and click on the inverted or reverse like this. Then here you can see your mask look like this. Then simply increase the size like this and adjust it accordingly. And go to the round corner and set the value accordingly like this. Go to the basics. So here's your frame is ready. And to add motion on the frame, simply click on the first layer and make it duplicate by holding Alt and cursor in your keyboard like this. And click to the first layer and decrease the opacity to 60. Then click on the second layer and make it compound clip like this. And add here mask again and select the film strip. So this is how we are going to make movement in our frame. So what you need to do, simply add keyframe on the mask like this. Then go ahead in the layer and rotate it like this. Then go to the feather and increase the feather little bit, or you can adjust it accordingly like this. Then click on the first layer and I'm just decreasing the opacity like this to 30. And here you can see your smooth moving border effect is ready. And to make it perfect, simply jump on the keyframe, go to the mask and increase the feather like this. And you can adjust it accordingly. Go to the first keyframe and increase the feather like this. You can adjust it accordingly like this. So here is your smooth moving border effect is ready. And you can also change the color of this border. by simply clicking on the adjust, click on the curves and choose the blue color like this, and adjust the mask like this and increase the feather, and here is your colored version. So this effect is completed, and let's dive on the next effect. I hope you have seen this kind of smooth animations while scrolling on Instagram. And if you are struggling to create this kind of smooth text animation in CapCut, then I'm gonna show you the easiest way to do it. So let's jump on the CapCut and simply drop the text in the timeline, and you can write here any text accordingly. And duplicate the layer and write another text. And I'm going to add here 5 text layers like this. After writing the text, select the all layers and align your text like this. Then adjust it according to your sentence like this. Then select the all layers, then again align them like this. Then simply click on the first layer and add here keyframe. And click on the second and click on the third. Add keyframes in all the layers at the same frame like this. And here you can see all the keyframes. Then simply go backward in the timeline and select the all layers and change the position like this. So your text is looking like this, and we are going to make it smoother. So simply right click on keyframe and show all preset. Add here quad out. Then simply click on the second text layer and add here quad out. And do the same with all the layers like this. So here you can see your text got smoother, but they are not appearing one by one. So let's fix that. Simply adjust your text like this and select all the text and go to the animation and choose fade in like this. And here is your smooth text animation is ready. You can adjust it accordingly like this. So this animation is completed, and here we get to jump on the next point. I have seen a lot of people are struggling to make this kind of blink effect in CapCut. So let me show you a simple way to do it. Simply drop the text in the timeline, and again you can write any text here. Increase the length a little bit and go ahead in the timeline and simply click on the split. Let me zoom it so you can see the frames like this. Then go one frame ahead in the text by simply pressing arrow key in your keyboard and split it again. Then again go one frame ahead and select delete left. Then go one frame ahead. Then again click on delete left. So here you can see your blink or glitch effect is ready. So let's dive on the next one, which is shine effect. To make shine effect, simply drop the text in the timeline and again write any text here like this and adjust it accordingly. Then duplicate the first layer by simply holding Alt and cursor in your keyboard and make it compound clip, and then click on the first layer and go over the blend option and decrease the opacity to 30%. And here you can see your first text layer is looking like this. Then click on the second text layer, then go to the video, then go to the mask, add mask and select here film strip and adjust it like this. And increase the feather little bit and place it here. Then go to the mask setting and add keyframe here like this. As you can see here, the keyframe has added. Then simply go ahead in the timeline and move the mask like this and adjust the keyframe accordingly like this. And right click on the keyframe, click on the show all preset and add a quad out like this. And it's little bit faster. So simply adjust it accordingly like this. And as you can see here, your shine effect is ready. So your all effect and animations are completed. So guys, if you learned anything from this video, then yeah, you must like this video. And also you can subscribe this channel because I have a lot of things to teach you. And if you want to see my edits, then definitely you can check my personal brand on Instagram. So guys, I will catch you on the next video, and bye for now. This is Anmol Type.